welcome back everyone to Final Fantasy VII, and now it's time to continue the story. So we're going to be going to Rocket Town. So I don't remember if you guys recall, so there's 4 pieces of Huge Materia. We got the one in Coral, we got the one in Fort Condor, we got the one in the Junon reactor. Now it's time to grab the 4th one. And this one, I think they said they grabbed this one in Nibelheim? I think? I don't remember. I gotta double check on that one.
Alright.
Yep, so it's like, oh, snaps! Looks like they're setting up the rocket. So, pretty much the entire plan that they were doing, that we've been stopping, or at least attempting to stop, was they were going to gather all the Huge Materia, load it onto this rocket, and just ram it right in the meteor. And, you know, that was when everyone's like, no, we're not going to let them just destroy Huge Materia like this. So, yep, it's another one of those just wave after wave of enemies until we get to the top.
Okay.
Oh, Vince is at a higher level than Cloud, but I guess it's understandable. We were without Cloud for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, you'd think by now we'd be going up against, like, you know, some, like, higher level mooks, but yeah, no, not really.
Missed. Tifa, calm down.
Yeah, that is another thing I hope they'll, you know, maybe adjust in the remake is, I mean, I get that, you know, okay, we're just going to be going through, like, swarms of soldiers, but can you at least make them a little bit more challenging?
Nah.
I'm sure with how the battle system is in the remake, it'll be adjusted fairly well.
I hope so. Because, I mean, it's like we're just fighting the same style mooks every single time, and it's just, there's no challenge whatsoever.
I mean, if it's the Crisis Core engine, then I'm sure it'll be enjoyable. Grenade!
It's like, yeah, that was one powerful grenade. I mean, Jesus.
This is kitty damage at this point.
I know. That's where it's like, come on, man. You can do better than that.
and your status ailments aren't even connecting anymore.
I know, it's like you can't even put me to sleep.
You know what? Why should you guys even try at this point? I mean, really, you're just wasting your time and ammo here. Come on.
I know, it's like, I'm like half expecting where it's like, they just see, like, you know, everybody climbing up and everything, and they just go, bail out!
Well, fuck this.
Alrighty, so, pretty much like, where you had to take Tifa with you in the Northern Crater, we have to take Sid with us.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's like, this is my rocket.
It's like, I want in on this action.
That's my baby!
That's not my baby.
God damn it.
Yep, so I'm just gonna equip him with some of Vincent's stuff.
Sense.
Yes, I kinda, yeah, I'd probably use that a little bit more.
Destruct is almost maxed out.
Yep. Oh, it's like a fair amount of my, regular magic materia is, you know, on the verge of maxing out.
Which is good.
I mean, at this point in the game, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's kind of to be expected, actually. Yep, so...
We good?
Open menu? No, okay.
There you go.
Never mind. Okay.
So, all of this for pretty much one last battle.
I'm willing to bet the censorship and the language is going to go away in the remake, because we're past that day and age at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, little language.
It's like,
is
how I
rude?
would love... how I would love to hear, like, the massive cursing in a Square game.
I'm sure it's gonna happen. Like I said, we're far past that point. And if they're incorporating voice acting, I'm pretty sure.
It's just, I know, it's like, but it's like, you know, of course, this is, you know, if you look at Sid in Kingdom Hearts, it's like, of course they toned him down. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, I want to hear him say fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, so, again, it's another Rouge fight, which...
He's attacking 3 times in a row?
Oh, okay, bullshit.
But yeah, ultimately, not all that different from every other time that we fought him. If you did not steal the, Zydric, before, here's another opportunity that you can steal that from him here. But, no need.
So, wow.
Yeah, we win.
Yeah, that definitely went a lot faster than the last time we fought Rude.
Yeah, he actually didn't run away this time.
He
HP
actually faded out of existence. Yes.
He's like,
Oh, I'm tired. I'll go.
It's like-
Just walk over the corpse. Yes.
Oh, yes. It's like, what are you doing? They should have stopped you. It's like, nah, they're out there.
Oh, dude. Okay, come on, dude. Why? Why are you wasting our time with this?
I can answer that.
Beaten by these 3. Seriously.
I can answer that. I can answer that with a quote from Crisis Core.
Okay.
Protect your honor for the glory of soldier.
Yeah, well, in this case, screw that, because the higher-ups were already taken down by these 3 guys, alright?
It's like, I hope Danny knows where I got that line from.
Yep, I know.
But wait, you... never mind.
It's like, yep.
The materia bomb in this and blow at me here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like, of course, Sid's on board. Cloud just shrugs, he's just like, I don't know.
It's like, I don't know.
Oh, God.
It's like, ah, damn it, if she does the repairs on that, it's gonna take her over 100 years. Screw that, let's just get this thing up and going.
I was able to earn my living thanks to science, so to me, there's nothing greater. Now quit your worrying about what Shinra's gonna do. I don't want to regret not having something done later.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, so Sid was gonna just be like, look, you guys get out, I'll launch the rocket, but... Mr. I should be a dead pancake here. He's got other plans.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, looks like we're going into outer space.
At least Shara's still okay, right?
Oh, God.
That's like what Sid said. It was like, oh, of course, now is when she decides to be fast.
This isn't good.
Yeah, it's tilting.
I would think, like, okay, if the rocket is at an angle like that, like, I don't know anything about, like, jet propulsion or anything, but it's where it's like, if it's at an angle like that, then it's like, that can't be good as far as exiting the Earth's atmosphere. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, that can't be a guarantee, right?
Yeah.
I think there's a bigger chance that the launch won't succeed.
Well, it did.
Hell, even when we got the shot of the ship going further up into space, the ship looked like it straightened itself out, as opposed to being, like, stayed in an angle.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, that's one rather random inconsistency right there. But alright, if the launch worked, then alright, it worked. Can't argue with that.
It's determined. He's not going to crash in a meteor.
Right.
Ooh, an escape pod. Now the question is, how many people can fit in it?
Oh, everyone can fit in the pod.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, but before we can do that, it's like there is the whole Huge Materia thing we gotta worry about. Now, kind of like with Coral, this is an opportunity where you can actually miss this materia.
Oh. I love this theme so much. Can I just point that out?
Yeah.
It's a great theme.
This is probably one of, if not my all-time favorite themes in the game.
Thank you. Okay. So the whole idea behind this materia thing, so it's actually kept behind a passcode. Now, when you go in and input the passcode, you're not given a clue or anything as to what this passcode is. So you pretty much got to randomly guess and everything. But when it realizes, like the first one that you see is, oh, it's wrong, you start getting a countdown. If you don't get the right passcode by the time that countdown reaches 0, then it locks up the materia. The passcode is circle, square, X, and X. It's not randomly generated or anything. That's the code right there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Circle, 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 circle. Access denied. Circle, circle, circle. X. Access denied. God damn it!
Yeah. Now, it's like, if you were trying to figure out the code and everything, Sid will try to provide some hints and everything. Like, for everyone you miss, he may say something, I think the last one was an X, or it's like, oh, the first one's definitely not triangle. Like, yeah, he tries to give you a little bit of a hint. But, like I said, when that countdown reaches 0, then that locks up the materia, and you pretty much lose it for the rest of the game.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
I'll shoot. No way.
Oh, God.
Sabotage?
My leg!
Okay, so this actually kind of hints back to, when we first went into Rocket Town, I briefly mentioned this. How in, this is a Japan exclusive only game. It's called Before Crisis. And in Before Crisis, is where we learned that there was a group of Avalanche that was already in existence before Barrett took up the mantle, which is the Avalanche that we're playing now. The first incarnation of Avalanche, these were bad people. I know, Avalanche was always eco-terrorists and everything, but Barrett always felt bad about, the loss of life and everything. It was like, you could see he was conflicted. you don't really get that with the first incarnation. And one of the things they were constantly doing was, they were constantly, trying to find ways to sabotage things for Shinra. And one of the things that they were doing was, we're going to find a way to sabotage this space launch. And if you remember back in those flashbacks, Shara had found out that, something was wrong with one of the tanks, and because she was taking her time trying to figure out what was wrong, that was where Sid aborted the launch to try to save her life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it turns out, that old incarnation of Avalanche sabotaged that tank. And, it had been pretty much fucked up, even up until now. So it's like, it blew up and everything, but, Shara was right the whole time. So, pretty much from here on out, you'll see, Sid actually starts treating Shara with a lot more respect, because he realizes, just how cautious she actually was, and he actually stops taking shit out on her now.
Realize your dreams and everyone's alive.
Ooh, pretty.
Shinra number 26.
Hey, I can see my house from here. Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
So, meanwhile,
back in here.
So, with no materia on board, it's just gonna be a little rocket.
With a mighty powerful explosion.
Now that being said, it does not matter if you lose the materia or not, at least as far as the outcome here. Because it's if you lose the materia, where it locks it up and everything, when you escape, the materia would have been on the rocket.
Yeah.
But for this outcome, it does not actually affect the outcome.
So whether you gather the materia or not, then...
Yeah, whether you get it or not, this is what happens. But you're going to want to get the huge materia regardless. That being said, though...
I'm sorry?
That's some considerable damage with just one rocket.
And no materia to back it up.
Yeah.
So is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, they didn't blow it up, so bad thing.
But it's smaller than it was before.
It's still
does that
coming.
mean that, considering that the meteor is smaller, that the Earth's atmosphere will be able to burn it up into even smaller pieces or whatever?
No. I mean, it's still very much a big threat.
Come on, I know the Shinra's got more rockets than that.
Quick,
they technically don't.
Quick, do we have 5 more of these rockets? No?
It's
Well,
bet you wish you didn't close the space program now.
You fucks.
It's damn it, Palmer, you fool!
Yeah, but like I said, even if that huge materia was loaded on the rocket, that's still you still get the same cutscene, you still get the same result. It's still the same amount of damage, believe it or not. So it's really?
Huh.
It's you think it would make a big difference, if there was the huge materia loaded in it, but yeah, no, there really isn't. Maybe that's something they'll consider in the remake.
Right.
It's oh god, Sid's gonna get philosophical on us.
Wait, whoa, hold up. Who are you and what have you done with my Sid?
We're just floating in the dark. Kind of makes you feel powerless. On top of that, it's got Sephiroth festering inside it like a sickness. That's why I said this planet's still a kid. A little kid sick and trembling in the middle of this huge universe. Someone's got to protect it. You follow me? That someone is us.
Go Team White Blood Cells!
Let's go, Team White Blood Cells.
That's pretty much...
Dude,
no, I
now
love this. How are we gonna protect the planet from meteor?
I'm still thinking about that.
I love it. It's like they even stopped the music. I love it.
And everyone just kind of just like...
They're just like, dong.
God damn it, Sid. What?
Up.
Oh no, is the planet crying again?
Yep.
Oh god.
Creepy planet scream.
How do we know
God
this
damn
is
it.
really the planet scream?
Wait, how do we know if that's the sound of the planet?
Well, that's where and that's where it's like, dude, we learned this in Cosmo Canyon.
Yeah, and they even just said, oh no, that's the planet scream again.
Yep, so, to Cosmo Canyon. But before we do that, make your way back to Rocket Town, and talk to this old guy in front of the house here. Like, just, I think you talked to him like 3 times. Okay. Give you this. Venus Gospel. This is Sid's ultimate weapon.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're just fucking loading up.
Yeah, we are.
Alright, so...
They seem to
Yeah, let's get our party back.
They seem to make
There
it easy.
we go.
They seem to make it easier to find the ultimate weapons in Final Fantasy VII than it is in Final Fantasy X.
Oh god, don't even get me started on that bullshit that is 10. I mean, that's like, yeah, it's like the whole ultimate weapon shit. That was like, wow, way to make something like so pointlessly annoying.
Maybe I shouldn't bother
it's
with
like-
them in the future.
It's like, it's like hard enough trying to get ultimate weapons, but now it's like, no, now we gotta power them up twice. It's like, fuck you, game. Especially when some of those requirements are bullshit.
Yeah.
Guess I shouldn't feel too bad if I decide not to go for them.
Yeah, you really. Honestly, with how the sphere grid is built and everything, you don't need the ultimate weapons. Not with how broken you can become from the sphere grid alone.
Fair point.
There really is no reason for them. Alright, so let's go visit our old friend Bugenhagen.
Emphasis on old.
Yeah, because we haven't seen this guy in a while. It's like, fill us with your wisdom, weird floating man.
Oh, we've been looking more into ourselves than you might realize.
Yeah, it's like, Cloud may not exactly be the best person to ask. I'm just saying, yeah, Cloud is, Cloud's had better days. Let's just put it like that.
Like I was saying. Aerith was right there all along by our side. She was so close, we couldn't see her. What Aerith did, the words she left behind. She said she was the only one who could stop Sephiroth's meteor. But Aerith is gone. That's it. Uh-oh. I was onto something. What did Aerith know? Why did she face Sephiroth without running away?
Yeah, so awkward script aside.
It's
Again, Final Fantasy VII's writing rears its ugly head. But, yeah, basically what they're saying is, Aerith, she knew something we didn't, and, which led to her dying in the City of the Ancients, so I think it's time we go back to the City of the Ancients and just try and figure out just what was it that Aerith knew. But first, we are going to be taking all that huge materia that we had uncovered, and we're actually going to leave it here in this observatory.
Really?
alright.
Yep. So Bugenhagen's going to give us access to come up here whenever we wish.
Special.
All right, so huge materia. So as you can see, they are all glowing the same colors as the typical materia that we have. So summon, magic, command. Now the blue one is actually very unique. So, the blue one right now is really all we can do. We can only do anything with right now.
Bahamut. I'm sorry?
So, when you have Bahamut and Neo Bahamut, and you touch this materia, Bahamut Zero. One of the most powerful summons in the game, let alone the most powerful Bahamut summon in the game. So this is the guy that shows up in the Super Smash Bros. Stage.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so with the other three materia, here is how the huge materia works. So whenever you master materia and a new one comes out of it, say for example the magic materia. If you actually master at one of every single magic materia that you can get in the game, if you master all of them, you go to the huge materia, touch it, and it will actually combine them all into one. So one materia will give you access to every magic spell in the game.
Ah.
So this is where, a lot of your grinding and shit will be coming into play here, Getting Master Magic is probably the easiest out of all of them, just because, you've had magic materia since the beginning, how we've mastered some already. So they're usually not too bad, and even as far as, what the AP counts goes, it's fairly easy to master all the magic materia. But then it's yes, there is a yellow one for all the command materia, which is a little trickier. The hardest, without a doubt, is trying to master all of the summons. Because the summons take up a ridiculous amount of AP. And I mean, there's summons we don't even get until Disc 3, severely late in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you want that master summon, and to be able to have one person have access to every single summon materia, you gotta master them. And it's a pain in the fucking ass. Alrighty, so...
So what be the haps here in the City of the Ancients?
Okay, so if you remember, there was a room here that, yeah, we really couldn't do all that much with. Like, right here. This is where we're gonna want to go. Yep, so just follow Bugenhagen all the way into the middle.
Yeah, because he can fly.
For some reason. The plants in the crisis. Yeah, no shit.
Tell us
Sherlock.
something you don't know.
It's like,
I was gonna say,
yeah,
we were kind of there when we were trying to stop Meteor, you know?
Yeah. But speaking of which, so just as how Meteor was the ultimate black magic, there is an ultimate white magic called Holy.
Oh.
Up to the planet to decide what is best for the planet and what's bad for the planet. All that is bad will disappear. That is all. I wonder.
So
which
yeah,
we humans
it's
are.
kind of a crapshoot, but you know.
Right.
Now we must speak to the planet. Get the white materia. This will bond the planet to humans. Then speak to the planet. If our wish reaches the planet, the white materia will begin to glow. This is the end.
So yeah. You remember that materia that Aerith had all the way back in Disc 1, where she said it's good for nothing, but she just felt comfortable having it?
Yeah, and it fell to the bottom of the.
And it fell to the it fell into the water after Sephiroth killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh, boy.
she had the white materia all along.
So,
God damn it.
time for the submarine? Maybe?
Well, actually, no, because whatchamacallit, if you remember with the submarine bit. Okay, so I mentioned how that weird little key or something that we found at the bottom of the ocean.
Key
So
in
this
the
is-
music box.
Yeah, so if you remember that weird little item, like you'll see it again. If you remember that item that we dug up, that we found at the bottom of the ocean, this is where you need it. So if you did not find that key, then pretty much, Bugenhagen's like, we'll come back when you find the key. And it's like, you just gotta go and look for it. But because I already found it beforehand, then it's like, oh, we'll just continue onward, no interruptions.
Good shit.
Now that being said, once you see like all this like water pour out and everything, and you walk into the middle, I mean, prepare to see some major like frame rate drop, like some massive lag, and it's solely because of the freaking 3D graphics.
This better look beautiful.
Oh, okay.
This better look beautiful as hell in the remake.
I hope it does. I mean, it's already really pretty in this game, but I certainly hope that it will be gorgeous in the remake.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. You weren't kidding about the frame rate.
I told you. I mean, it's really, really bad.
Went from a solid 30 frames per second to a solid 12.
Yeah, and it's all because of that background.
Rendering.
So what are we look? Oh hi.
Oh no!
Pale green.
So, yep. So, yeah, she did it. She actually accomplished it. Kind of does beg the question. It's like, yeah, why couldn't Aerith just kind of explain everything, like what was going on? I mean, it's like, that is kind of a question. I mean, I understand, like, I know time was of the essence and everything, but, like, really, it's like, you couldn't just say, okay, look, guys, my materia here can actually stop Meteor, so, let me take care of this, if I pray to the planet and everything, we can actually stop this. Instead, she just took off. That's where it's like, yeah, really, why didn't you bring this up earlier? I mean, I get that, okay, it's for the, it's supposed to be the surprise for us and everything, like, this is us learning it and stuff, but, it still doesn't excuse that kind of a plot hole. It's kind of like with fucking Final Fantasy X. One of the things that really annoyed me about that game was when you found out the whole thing about how, like, all the summoners, that when they complete their pilgrimage, they die and everything, and it's like, they wait until you're, like, halfway through the game before they bring this up, and, and Tidus, who's supposed to be the audience proxy, is learning this for the first time, but all the rest of your allies, oh yeah, they already knew everything, but they deliberately kept it from him. It was like, why? It makes no fucking sense. It's like, I get that, okay, it's supposed to be the twist for the audience and stuff, but it makes no sense when you look at it with the other characters, I mean, do you kind of see where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
I think I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so that's where it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, Aerith, why didn't you mention this, beforehand?
Yeah.
I was like, I know she said, before she didn't know what it was, but then she's like, okay, I understand now what I have to do. But it's like, really, that's like a 5-second thing that you could just said, okay, guys, I have a materia, it can stop Meteor, and I'm gonna go do it now. That's all you had to say.
Maybe all things considered, considering the great risk that was at hand, the great risk that was at hand when Aerith had this knowledge and had this information, knowing what she had to do, maybe she just didn't want to get them involved.
I suppose.
Especially considering she said that she was the only one that could do this anyway, so.
Yeah. I suppose. But still, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's something now maybe be addressed in the remake or something. It's just, I don't know. To me, it just kind of comes off as, kind of weird,
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, but regardless, so we pretty much have our ultimate objective at this point. So even though Aerith has summoned Holy, it's not really moving, and the whole reason why we haven't seen Holy in action, even though Meteor is nowhere near here yet, is, Sephiroth is holding it back. So that's where it's like, that's what we gotta do. So it's like, of course we gotta kill Sephiroth because, reasons. But, once we kill Sephiroth, that will allow Holy to move and actually kill Meteor. So, join us in the next video as some serious shit goes down yet again.
Oh.